मूलं धर्मतरोर्विवेकजलधे पूर्णेन्दुमानन्ददम् वैराग्याम्बुजभास्करं ह्यगगनध्वान्तापहम् मोहाम्भोदरपूगपाटनविधौ स्वसम्भवं शङ्करम् वन्दे ब्रह्मकुलं कलङ्कशमनं श्रीरामभूपप्रियम् सान्द्रानन्दपयोदसौभगतनुं पीताम्बरं सुन्दरम् पाणौ बाणशरासनं कटिलसत्तूणीरभारं परम् राजीवायतलोचनं धृतजटाजूटेन संशोभितम् सीतालक्ष्मणसंयुतं पथिगतं रामाभिरामं भजे.
So Ramchandra ji, while living in the Chitrakoot, one day he looked at Sita ji and felt very compassionate because she is the one who born and brought up in the palace, attended by so many attendants, sevikas, for taking bath, getting dressed, eating food, whatever. Everywhere there is people to take care of her. Now here she left, she came to Ayodhya, also Dasharatha's palace, Rama's palace also, same thing. Everything she left and came alone, without anybody. And she has to do everything herself. Even cooking food also for Bhagavan, she used to cook herself. And when he saw the hardship that she is going through, he felt compassionate. And he wanted to please her. So she used to pluck flowers from the forest and make garlands and put it on her hair. And he herself combed her hair. And this scene, in the heaven, Indra had a son. He has one son and one daughter. Son is called Jayant, and daughter is called Jayanti. The Jayanti was married to Shukracharya. And this Jayant, he was looking from there and he watched this Ramchandraji is doing Sringar to his wife. He didn't like it. He thought, Bhagavan, Mahavishnu come down the form of a human being. Has he forgotten the purpose for which he came? Now, what is he doing? Sringar kar raha hai? Kya hai? What is this? So he wanted to test whether he has forgotten his divinity, his power. So what he did, so Bhagavan has taken avatar to protect Devata from the mighty demon called Ravana. And when he saw Bhagavan is spending all the time with Sita ji, making garland and all that, he thought he is like us only. Very much attached to his wife, Sita ji. Such kind of person, how can he kill Ravana? Delusion. Because of this delusion, he forgot who is Bhagavan. he'd understand that the love of Ram for Sita ji had, she left everything and came with him. Those things he didn't understand. Now he wanted to check Ramchandraji's power, whether he is really mighty or has he forgotten everything. Once it so happened that Ramchandraji was resting in the lap of Sita ji. There Jayanta came in the form of a crow and started pecking on Sita ji's body. And some blood came out. Sita ji was enduring that because Ramchandraji was resting. But the blood flowed down and touched Bhagavan's body. Bhagavan suddenly got up and saw that Sita ji is bleeding. And then he looked, who is the cause? Then he saw the crow. He recognized it is Jayant, Indra's son. Bhagavan said, oh, you came to test me. So he plucked one blade of grass and invoked mantra and shot that blade of grass. It was Brahmastra. And that Brahmastra followed him. Jayant ran, fearing that will hit him. First he went to his father. Rahimam, Pahimam. He said, this is Ramabana, I can't do anything. Then he went to Brahmaji. Brahmaji also said same thing. Then he went to Lord Shivaji. Shivaji prostrated to the Banam and said, this is Ramban. I cannot do anything. And then he went to Vishnu Lok. Vishnu Bhagavan also said, I will not be able to help you. And he was thinking now what to do. But the funny part is, this Astra is following him. He is not hitting him. Astra, the arrow is not hitting him. Just chasing him, that's all. Because he offended Ramji, and therefore no one could give him refuge. This scene Naradji saw. And Sant, the saint's mind, Hridaya, it is said, Sant Mana, Hridaya Navaneet Samana. So Navaneet means butter. It's like how butter easily melts, the same way. Saintly hearts melt, seeing the condition. His heart melted, seeing the condition of Jayant. He said, are you a fool? You are offending Ramchandraji and seeking refuge in Lord Shiva and others. You must go to him whom you have insulted. You must go there and fall at his feet of the Lord and seek his forgiveness. And that Jayant came and fell at the feet of the Lord. Rahimam, Pahimam, please forgive me. Bhagavan nature is whoever comes and surrender at his feet, he will make them fearless. So Bhagavan said, so you understood your mistake. Okay, I forgive you. But the arrow I shot should have a mark. But I will take one eye of yours. That again, as explanation, we have two eyes, we see duality. And he took away one eye, means he gave him non-dual vision. He blessed him with great vision of truth. Now that is why the crow has got only one eye. It looks like this only. And also he blessed him that he will be the carrier for the pindam that he offered to the forefathers. Remember that Jayant had come to check Bhagavan's might and power. He showed only might and power. Now Bhagavan saw slowly the visiting crowd is increasing from Ayodhya, because now they know where Ramchandraji is. So Ayodhya Vasis, from some excuse or other, they used to come and visit Bhagavan. People knew. Now and then, the various people were coming to see him, and the visitors started increasing more and more day by day. Bhagavan said, because of my staying here, this place is getting disturbed also. And not only that, he has to perform his next act of avatar. Now I must go to Dandakaranyam. Dandakaranyam also Bhagavan has to purify. That place also become unholy due to Rakshasas. And also Mahatmas are there. I must meet them. Before that, we should meet this great Atri Rishi and Anasuya. Here he goes to Atri Rishi ashram. When he decided to move, they packed everything. There is nothing to pack, okay? So then they walked. They decided to move. Before leaving, because Atri Rishi ashram was near Chitrakoot, so they decided to take his blessing. Now Atri Rishi knows who Ramchandraji is. And when he saw Ramchandraji, his prayer is very beautiful. We sing in praise of Bhagavan.
नमामि भक्तवत्सलं कृपालुशीलकोमलं भजामि ते पदाम्बुजं मतामिनां स्वधामदं निकामश्यामसुन्दरं भवाम्बुनाथमन्दरं प्रफुल्लकञ्जलोचनं मदादिदोषमोचनं प्रलम्बबाहुविक्रमं प्रभो प्रमेयवैभवं निशङ्कचापसायकं धरं त्रिलोकनायकं दिनेशवंशमण्डनं महेशचापखण्डनं मुनीन्द्रसन्तरञ्जनं सुरारिवृन्दभञ्जनं मनोजवैरिवन्दितम् अजाधिदेवसेवितं विशुद्धबोधविग्रहं समस्तदूषणापहं नमामि इन्दिरापतिं सुखाकरं सतां गतिं भजे सशक्तिसानुजं शचीपतिप्रियानुजं त्वदङ्घ्रिमूलये नरा भजन्ति हीनमत्सरा पतन्ति नो भवार्णवे वितर्कवीचि सङ्कुले विविक्तवासिनः सदा भजन्ति मुक्तये मुदा निरस्येन्द्रियादिकं प्रयान्ति ते गतिं स्वगं तमेकमद्भुतं प्रभुं निरीहमीश्वरं विभुं जगद्गुरं च शाश्वतं तुरीयमेव केवलं भजामि भाववल्लभं कुयोगिनां सुदुर्लभं स्वभक्तकल्पपादवं सपं सुरेन्द्रमन्वहम् अनूपरूपभूपतिं नतोऽहमु विजापतिं प्रसीद ते नमामि ते परां जगति देहि नरारेण ते पदं व्रजन्ति नात्र संशयं त्वदीयभक्तिसंयुता विनति करी मुनिनाय स्वरूप कह कर जोरी बहोरी चरण सरोरुहनाथ जनी कबहुत जयमति मोरी सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय
नमामि भक्तवत्सलम कृपालु Bhaktavatsal Bhagavan, Kripalu, most compassionate of the noble character and conduct. Here it is said, those who worship the Saguna Sakar form of the Lord, they are blessed with the devotion. At the same time, those who meditate upon the attributeless form of the Lord, they attain moksha. But moksha and devotion, don't think that it is two things. The joy of moksha is expressed in devotion. So both are same. But as far as Atra Rishi is concerned, he says, please bless me with devotion to your lotus feet. Then Sita ji goes and meet with Anasuya ji. She is a great Pativrata Stri. Her prowess and fame is great. The one meaning of Atri is the one gone beyond the three gunas. Three gunas. Anasuya means pure-minded, free from asuya, not finding fault with anyone. This Anasuya was the mother of Dattatreya Bhagavan. And this Anasuya is the one who brought Gangaji as Mandakini to Chitrakoot. So totally loyal, devoted Pativrata Stri she was. Now she tell Sita ji, come and sit with me. And then gave her new clothes and ornaments. This is a celestial cloth made in heaven. And you don't have to wash and iron and all that. No laundry is required. It looks like this is a sari she wore when she went to Lanka. So she didn't have to change. This cloth ever remain new, no need to wash or iron. And she said, not for you, but for the other women of the world, the duties of a loyal, devoted wife, I'll tell you. Nowadays, Pativrata word, people are allergic to it. This Karva Chauth and some other Vratams are there to get the same husband for 7 lives. One lady came and asked me, Swamiji, it is said that you married to one person. You have to get married to 7 lives. Is that true? The way she asked, I understood she is not happy. So I told her, Amma, how do you know that this is not the 7th one? She was so happy. Now this Pativrata Dharma, Pati should be looked upon as Parameshwar. Swamiji, this is too much. You know, whenever you hear such expression about Pativrata Dharma, people don't understand what it is. I would like to take a few minutes to tell you what exactly the essence of it. You see, the very purpose of human life is realization of truth. God, self-realization. If that is the goal, it can be achieved by self-knowledge. That knowledge can be gained only when the mind is purified. Only when the mind is purified, and then only desire for knowledge will be there. Now, how do you get purity of mind? One way, through selfless karma, seva to others, karma yoga. Second one is upasana. Like when we do murti puja, that statue may be made up of clay, wood or stone. You look upon that murti as God. After prana pratishtha, it is no more a stone. You look upon it as the Lord Himself. Then worship is offered. Then your mind gets purified. This is called upasana. Now to a child it is said Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava. You look upon your parents as God, teacher as God or guest as God. When you can look upon a statue as God, why not living beings? So here when it is said Pati is Parameshwara, it is an upasana for purification, mental purification. Now what about man? He was also told mother, father, teacher, guest, etc. is God. In fact, Ramayana says for a king, his praja, he says Bhagavan. Think of it. Once this is understood, then you don't see that person is great or not. How you look upon it, it is for your mental purification. This is the Shastra's drishti. So Pativrata Dharma, she spoke to Sita ji. She said, you are Pativrata Shiromani. This is for all others. So Ram, Lakshman, Sita ji did namaskar to Atri Rishi and Anusuya ji and took their blessing and went forward. Bhagavan killed one asura called Virat. He was under a curse to become a Rakshasa. Now Bhagavan released him from the Shapa. In the 7th Doha, it is beautifully said, Bhagavan was moving in the forest. In the forest, what you will find? Wild animals. You will find asuras and also Rishimunis. Aranya means Aryate iti Aranyam. First is Brahmacharya, Grihastha, then these householders should retire and live in some forest, Vanaprastha ashrama. Forest is that which is sought after those people who want to live a contemplative life. Aranyam also means no battle, no ranam. You live in solitude. No rat race, quiet life. They reached an ashram of Sharabhanga Rishi. This Sharabhanga Rishi was such, with his tapas and merits, he became eligible to go to Brahmalok with his human body. And Indra Devata himself had come there to take him to Brahmalok, the aerial car. But Sharabhanga Rishi came to know that Ram, Lakshman, Sita ji is coming. He told Indra, you go. Ram Darshan is more important than Brahmaloka Prapti. It is much higher and greater than Brahmaloka. Later on, if I want to come, I will come on myself. I have come myself. Now, when he met them, Sharabhanga Rishi's heart was overflowing with love for Ram, Sita, Lakshman. Even though he could have gone to Brahmaloka and then from there final liberation, but he said, I don't want all that. You just revel in my heart. May you, Sita ji and Lakshman ji, revel in my heart. And with that, in front of Bhagavan, he kindled, used his Yogagni, and kindled the fire in his own body and burned to ashes. He left his body. Bhagavan gave him Vaikuntha Dhama for him. And he said, I want only Saguna Bhakti. Thereafter, he was moving ahead. One place he saw heaps of bones. Some other Rishimunis going with them. He asked, Bhagavan asked, what is this? They said, these are the bones of those Rishimunis. eaten up by the Rakshasas. Then Bhagavan said, lifting his bow, I take pledge that all these Rakshasas, I will finish them. He said this with raising his hand. Then he visited the ashram of many rishis, consoled them, gave them hope. So you have that Doha 11. Evamastu kari Rama Nivasa. There. Evamastu kari.
एवमस्तु करि रमानिवासा हर्षि चले कंबुज ऋषि पासा बहुत दिवस गुर दर्शनु पाए भये मोहि यही आश्रम आए अब प्रभु संग जाऊं गुर पाई तुम कहनाथ निहोरा नाई देखी कृपा निधि मुनि चतुराई लिए बहसे बहु भाई पंत कहत निज भगति अनुपा मुनि आश्रम पहुँचे सुर भूपा तुरत सुती जन गुरु बहि गयहु करि दंडवत कहत हस भयहु नाथ कुशली सतीश तुम्हारा आए मिलन जगत आधारा राम अनुज सहित वैदेही निसि दिनु देव जपत हहु देवी सुनत अगस्ति तुरति उठि जाए हरि विलोकि लोचन जल छाए मुनि पद कमल परे द्वौ भाई ऋषि अति प्रीति लिए उर लाए सादर कुशल पूछि मुनि ज्ञानी आसन बर बैठारे रानी मुनि करि बहु प्रकार पूजा मोहि समभाग्य वंदहि पूजा लगी रहे अपर मुनि वृंदा हर्षे सब त्रिलोकी सुखनंदा मुनि समूह मह बैठे सन्मुख सबकी ओर शरद इंदु तन चितवत मानहु निकर चकोर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय.
And as Bhagavan was walking, he met a rishi, Sutikshna. This episode, narrated in Tulsi Ramayana, is very unique. You don't find it anywhere. So charming. And he was a disciple of Agastya Rishi. Agastya Rishi also has written Ramayana. It is Agastya Ramayana. Sutikshna was a very good disciple. He completed his learning. After completing the learning, he asked his Guru, Guru, what dakshina can I give you? Guru said, no dakshina is needed. I am very, very pleased with the way you have grasped the knowledge. But Sutikshna insisted, No, 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 I have to give you some dakshina. When he insisted, Agastya Rishi got angry. Okay, if you want to give dakshina, then bring Ramchandraji to me. And if you cannot, don't put your foot here. Get out. Now Sutikshna went away and sat down in meditation, praying to Lord, saying, this demand of my Guru is such, only you can fulfill it. I can't do anything. And one day he heard, and he went away and made a kutia and started staying there and praying to Bhagavan. And one day he heard that Ramchandraji is coming. He just got up, start running, and he didn't know which direction Bhagavan coming. He was just running, that's all. His condition was such, he started dancing with joy and suddenly became still and again walking up and down. By this time, Bhagavan arrived there and he stood behind a tree and watched the Rishi's condition. Then Bhagavan was eager to meet him. Bhagavan appeared, and because then, all the time he closed his eyes. He is thinking about Bhagavan. So, first Bhagavan appeared in his heart as Ram. Suddenly he sat down, all his hair standing on end. Then Bhagavan appeared as Chaturbhuja Vishnu. And he was not devoted to that form. He got up, opening his eyes. Then what he saw, Bhagavan Ramchandraji is standing in front of him. Boliye Bhaktavatsala Bhagavan ki. He saw Ram in his heart, and outside also he saw Ram. Here also Ram Stuti is there, giving different names to Ramchandraji. The Sutikshna asked strange thing to Bhagavan. Bhagavan, everyone says that one must give up one's own ego. But I don't want to give up my ego. Look at his peculiar. Bhagavan said, what? I want to have that ego that I am your servant. I have to live in this world with some individuality. So I want this ego that you are my master. Please bless me with that. Bhagavan was pleased and asked, you ask any boon you want. He said, Bhagavan, I don't know what to ask. You give any boon you want. Bhagavan said he blessed him with knowledge and liberation. Then Sutikshna said, you gave me what you wanted to give me. Now give me what I want. Hey, when I ask you, you said I don't want anything. That is because at that time I didn't have anything to ask. Now after listening to you, I got an idea. Now I know what I want. I want Saguna Bhakti only, devotion to your form. I want you to be in my heart with Sitaji, Lakshmanji. That is what I want. So Diksha is like a child. Therefore Bhagavan said, Tadastu. Then Bhagavan said, I heard a little distance from here, there is this Agastya Muni's ashram. I want to visit him. The moment he heard his guru's name, suddenly Sutikshna remembered, Bhagavan, I will come with you to show the way. Actually, Bhagavan understood as his guru has said, as Guru Darshana, I want Ram. See the Guru Shishya Sambandha, it looks like Guru got angry with him, but actually it was a blessing. That means he himself should have Ramadarshan first, and then only he can bring. Bhagavan saw his cleverness and told Lakshman, let us go. And they were nearing the ashram. Sudishna said, you come slowly and I will run and tell my Guru that you are coming. He ran, and when Guru saw him, hey, what did I tell you? Not to put your foot here. But Guruji, you said bring Ram. But I brought Sita ji, Lakshman ji also. What? True? Yes. Disciples should be like Sudikshana. By the time Ram, Lakshman, Sita ji reached the ashram, you can't imagine the joy of Agastya Rishi. Agastya Rishi also knows who is Ram, Lakshman, Sita ji. He also received them with great honor. Agastya Rishi says, even though Veda says you are Nirgun, Nirakar, Nirvishesh, etc., but my mind again and again goes to your beautiful form. Therefore, you bless me with devotion for this form only. Again, Bhagavan asked from Agastya Rishi where he should go and live. Agastya Rishi said, there is a place called Panchavati, the bank of Godavari near Nasik. 5 banyan trees are there, therefore it is called Panchavati. There are great Rishimunis are also there, but it is polluted by asuras. You go there and sanctify the whole place. Bhagavan goes to Panchavati. Before reaching there, a vulture appeared before them. His name was Jatayu. He said, I am a friend of Dasharatha Maharaj. I will stay here and protect Sita ji. Now, they put up the, what you call, Parnashala there, and Lakshmana was very expert in making Parnashala with wood and leaves and etc. He made, and they were staying there. And one day, a beautiful portion called Ramakita. It is a dialogue between Sri Rama and Lakshmana. Vatavriksha stands for Shraddha, Vishwas, faith. All spiritual seekers should have 5 kinds of faith. Number 1, faith in the existence of God, astikya buddhi. Only then desire for knowledge is possible. Love for God is possible. Number 2, means of knowledge to know that reality. Faith in the authority of Vedas as the means of knowledge. That is called Pramana Shraddha. First is Astikya Buddhi, then Pramana Shraddha. Number 3, Vedas are in the form of mantras. True, real import must be understood. Therefore, faith in the wisdom and nobility of your Guru. Shraddha in one's own Guru. Number 4, faith in yourself. Atma Vishwas. Number 5, faith in one's own sadhana. People take mantra from a guru and give up saying it is not powerful. Then listen to others, go for another mantra. That you should not. Stay with one. Thus, Pancha Shraddha is very important. Even ever now, let's come to the story. Even ever since Bhagavan made Panchavati as his dwelling place, there was beauty, sanctity. You have that? Ram Gita. Ram Gita is there. Japte Ram Gita Has.
जपते राम की हतः बासा सुखी भये मुनि बेटी त्रासा गिरिवन नदी ताल छवि छाए दिन दिन प्रति अति होहि सुहाए खग मृग वृंद सब तजी करो चरण रज सेवा। कहु ज्ञान विराग अरु माया, कहु सो भगति करहु जेहि दाया। ईश्वर जीव भेद प्रभु सकल कहो समुझाई। जाते होई चरण रति, शोक मोह भ्रम जाई। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। तोरे ही मह सब कहूँ बुझाई। सुनहु तात मति मन चितलाई। मैं अरु मोर तोर ते माया, जही बस कीन्हे जीवन काया। गो गोचर जह लगी मन जाई, सो सब माया जन्मे भाई। तेहि कर भेद सुनहु तुम सो, विद्या पर अविद्या दो। एक दुष्ट अतिशय दुख रूपा, जा बस जीव परा भव कूपा। एक रचई जग गुण बस जागे, प्रभु प्रेरित नहीं निज बल ताके। ज्ञान मान जह कहु नाही, देख ब्रह्म समान माही। कहिय तात सो परम विरागी, तृण सम सिद्धि गुण त्यागी। माया ईस न आप कहूँ, जान कहिय सो जीव। बंध मोच प्रभ सर्व पर, माया प्रेरक शिव। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय।
Ever since जपते राम कीन तहि वासा, सुखी भये मुनि बीती त्रासा. Ever since Bhagavan started living in Panchavadi, all the Muni, and not only the Muni, everybody was very happy. So the place, the dwelling place, there was beauty, sanctity. Giri vana nadi tala chavi chaye, dina dina pratiyati hoi suhaye. Because the nature itself is beautiful, and in that the Lord of nature himself is present there, and what to talk about the beauty of that nature. And one day Bhagavan, after completing his Sandhyavandan in the morning and sitting relaxed, at that time Lakshmana means Lakshana Yuktaha, the one who endowed with virtues. That Lakshmana approached Prabhu. Prabhu means all-capable Lord. He said, I have some questions, please explain to me. Now, what is that? Kahahu Jnana Viraga Aru Maya. What is this knowledge, Jnanam, and what is Vairagya, and what is Maya? In the spiritual literature, these words are used very commonly. And Bhakti, Bhakti and what is the difference between Ishvara and Jiva? Now, these are the 5 questions asked. One is Jnana, Vairagya, Maya, and Bhakti and Ishvara Jiva Bheda. I want to understand the import of all of them. Everybody uses these words. Bhagavan said, okay, you want to know all these knowledge, dispassion, Maya, Bhakti, Ishvara, Jiva, Bhed. What for? I want to know all these so that I will be free from ignorance and delusion and also grief that is associated with that, and more importantly, develop more and more love for your lotus feet. Now here you see, Lakshmana looks like he knew Maya is going to affect. Maya will be in his full play in Aranyakant. So before Maya get affected, he get well informed about what is Maya. See? So he's asking about Maya. So this is what, before the sickness come, you take precaution. In Arjuna's case, when he found the problem, he sought help. So in the battlefield, until then he did not sought Bhagavan's help. Only in the battlefield, when he found this is a situation I cannot solo, I cannot face, or I cannot challenge. So when that challenge was thrown to him, then he felt he need help, so he sought help. There are 2 kinds of students. So here the Lakshmana is the first class students. So he says, please tell me what is this Jnanam, knowledge. I heard these words, but I want to know the right meaning. Bhagavan said, okay, you want to know all this knowledge, dispassion, Maya, Bhakti, Ishvara, Jiva, Bhed. What for? So that I will be able to serve your feet better. Not that I become another guru. No, it's not that. Okay, I tell you briefly, because you are an intelligent person. If you listen to this with your mind and intellect, that is also, Lakshmana say, Mohi samujahu kahu soi deva. And samjakebal, both. You have to make me understand. Means what? The teacher cannot teach from his standpoint. Teacher has to come down to the level of the student and make him understand. Until he understands, he should not leave the student. That should be the attitude of the teacher. That's why I get samjao. Mohi samujai kahu soi deva. Saputachi karahu charanarajeva. I give up everything and serve at your feet with better understanding. Now, Bhagavan said, you should thorehi mahu sab kahu uchai. Sunahu tata mati mana chittalai. So when you are listening, you have to bring your mind and intellect to your ears. Otherwise, what happened? Only hearing, that is all. That is why Bhagavan has gone 2 years, 1 year it comes, another year it ventilates. No. Manachittulai, he says. Now, Bhagavan changes the order. So first he asked Jnanam, Vairagyam, then Maya. So Bhagavan changed the order. Now he starts first Maya. People think Maya means this samsar. Because in Tamil Nadu they say samsar means Maya. When they say, I brought my samsar, means what? Wife and children. No, that is not. Mo ar more torte Maya. This notion in our mind that I and mine, you and yours, this is called Maya. One is I, with reference to myself, our body, our mind, our intellect, this is I. Then when with reference to possession outside, this is my house, this is my profession, this is my wealth, bank balance, and this is my status, all these with reference to the worldly thing, that is called mine. So you and yours, this is called Maya. This possessiveness is the problem. That is Maya. Then he said, what we see, touch and smell, we think that that alone is real. But appearances are defective. What we see is only a version given to us by our senses. The senses interpreted world alone we see. What we see, that much alone is not true. What we see alone is not real. It is only a relative reality. The truth we must find out. That means what we see, what we experience, that is Maya, means apparent. And truth is something completely different. Bhagavan says Maya is of two kinds. One is of the nature of ignorance and one is of the nature of knowledge. And to put it differently, one is of the nature of creating bondage. Another aspect of Maya is that which liberates. It is called Vidya Maya and Avidya Maya. If you run after Avidya Maya, so Maya has got three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Rajas and Tamas influence is called Avidya Maya. Sattva influence is called Vidya Maya. When Sattva is predominant, you will have interested in learning and you will be interested in understanding the truth, the self-inquiry you will get into. So, if you run after Avidya Maya, it will create problem for you. But if you are with Vidya Maya, then it will take you to liberation. So in the Vandana Sloka about Sita ji, it was said, Sarva Shreyaskarim Sitam Natoham Ramavallabham Kleshaharinim, the remover of afflictions. My is Avidya Maya, we get bound. But the same Maya in the form of Bhakti, Jnana, Shraddha, when that comes, then it is Shuddha Sattva Pradhan that liberates you. Because if you read our advanced texts like Mandukya, etc., Mandukya Karika, a question is asked there, even study of scripture is also in Maya. What do you say about that? So how it is going to liberate you? The answer is here now. So that is called Vidya Maya. That will take you. That Maya who is responsible for creation, sustenance and destruction, who is under the control of Bhagavan. If you follow that Maya, it will liberate you. That's why Sita ji follows Brahman Rama. And that Maya, Ravana want to separate. That's why he got into trouble. Rama in the front, Sita ji and then Lakshman. Lakshmana was following that Maya who was following Ramachandra ji. No problem. Later on you see Ravana separated Sita ji from Rama. Then what happened, you know. This is Vidya, Avidya, Maya. Then Bhagavan said, to get rid of this Avidya, Maya, knowledge is required. And what is the nature of knowledge? not writing so many books, but true sign of knowledge is one rises above body identity, rises above the ego, one who sees one Brahman everywhere and no attachment to body, then that is called knowledge, and the lakshana of such knowledge is called humility. The lakshana of jnani is humility. Then what is dispassion? Vairagya means no likes or dislikes. He gives good example. Trinas samasiddhi tini guna tyagi. Like a blade of grass, he considered all his achievement. No particular likes or dislike. That state, a matured state, is called vairagya. Vairagya is not dvesha, because generally sometimes people think that a lot of misunderstanding is there about vairagya. When we say that he got vairagya, means what? He doesn't have interest in anything. Like a stone, he is sitting there, like Buddha Bhagavan sitting there. No, that is not the point. A vairagi is a person who has got a matured mind. It is not that he will not enjoy. He will enjoy everything. But all the time he knows that it is temporary. But the key is that he never get hooked onto it. That is the point. Because in our life what happened? All our worldly enjoyments are transitory, temporary. But then what happened? That small enjoyment hook you. It form a habit. And that habit become permanent. The result of those small paltry experiences, joy, become permanent in us. Therefore, but this Mahatma who has gained vairagya, while enjoying, he knows that it is not permanent. So he will not give too much importance. He will enjoy it and he forget about it. He doesn't even know that he has gone through that. That is called real vairagi's mind. So he is the one who really enjoys. Then what is the difference between man and God? Lot of difference. In our ashram there was Satsang. One student asked Swamiji, what is the difference between God and me? Gurudev answered, you ask me, he doesn't ask. That is the difference. That means he knows that he is God and we don't know that we are God. In other words, God is omniscient, sarvatnyaha, but Jiva feels he is alpatnyaha. Little knowledge. Ishvara is sarvashaktiman, Jiva feel alpashaktiman. Jiva always getting into trouble, Ishvara gets Jiva out of trouble. God gives and forgives, and Jiva gets and forgets. Then what is bhakti? True nature of devotion is that it touches the heart of Lord. That is called bhakti. We have not read that. Can read that. Dharmate virati jogate jnana.
Dharmate virati jogate jnana. Jnana moksha prada veda bhakhana. Jate beli mein bhai. So mama bhagati bhagat sukhdai. So sutantra avalambana. भक्ति तात अनुपम सुख मूला मिलई जो संत होए अनुकूला भक्ति की साधन कहूँ बखानी सुगम पंथ मोहि पावहि प्राणी प्रथम ही विप्रचरण अति प्रीति निज निज कर्म निरत श्रुति रीति यही कर फल पुनि विषय विरागा तव मम धर्म अपज अनुरागा श्रवणादिक नव भक्ति दृढ़ाणी मम लीलारति अति मन माही संत चरण पंकज अति प्रेमा मन क्रम वचन भजन दृढ़ नेमा गुरु पितु मातु बंधु पति देवा सब मोहि कह जाने दृढ़ सेवा मम पुन गावत पुलक शरीरा गद गद गिरा नयन बहनीरा काम आदि मद दंभन जागे तात निरंतर बस में तागे वचन कर्म मन मोरि गति भजनु करहि निह काम तिनके हृदय कमल महु करऊ सदा विश्राम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय.
Then what is bhakti? The true nature of devotion, that it touches the heart of Lord. That is called bhakti. And Bhagavan blesses them. You will see that bhakti when we come to Shabari's story. But the essence of bhakti is, it is not what you do, how much you do, how elaborately you do. The question is, your heart is there or not? Is love for Bhagavan is there or not? That love which touches and melts the heart of Bhagavan, that is called bhakti. Bhagavan gives that vachana karma mana mori gati bhajanu karahi nishkam tinike hridaya kamala mahu karahu sada vishram. So, we may think it is a Awadhi dialect, but all the words are Sanskrit words only. Vachana, karma, mana, mori, gati. So, by words, action and his mind, all directed towards Lord. And the one who worship me, Nishkam, without expecting anything in return. You should not encash your bhakti for something. It should not be a business deal. I worship you, you give me this. No, that should not be there. So this time conversation was that Prahlada Stuti. It is that Prahlada was asked by Bhagavan, please ask of me any boon, I will give you. Prahlada said, my bhakti is not for business, exchanging gift. You give me some gift and then leave me. That is, no. I won't leave you like that. Now, tinike hridaya kamala maho karahu sada vishram. So, Bhagavan said, such heart alone, I take rest. In everybody's heart, Bhagavan is there, but he is not restful. He is not happy there. Why? Because jhagda chalte rehte na, dharadhan. Pandavas, Kauravas, Yuddha is going on. Mahabharata Yuddha. Mahabharata Yuddha, the Kurukshetra is not outside place. Kurukshetra is our own mind. And all Kauravas are what? All our negative thoughts, evil thoughts. Pandavas are the noble thought. Only few are there. But if you take refuge in Lord Krishna, then battle is won. So, only in such heart, Bhagavan says, I take rest. Karo Vishram. The one who loves me, thought, word and deed, wholeheartedly, without any kinds of worldly desire, Bhagavan says, I take rest in their heart of such people. I feel very rested there. And listening to all these topics, Lakshmanji was pleased, particularly more pleased when he heard about Bhakti Yoga. And now, Bhakti Yoga suni ati sukha pava, Lakshmana Prabhu charanahi siru nava, ehimiti gaye kachukati nabiti, kahata viraga jnana gunaniti. In this way, they spent some time in Panchavadi discussing about Jnana, Bhakti, Vairagya and Maya, Yoga, Bhakti, etc. for some time. Very peacefully they lived there. As you know, life is not that something very smooth. Something has to happen, and something happened. There came Shurpanakha. Now you see, as I was telling you, every canto, there is one personality come, the story changes. In Malakand we saw Vishwamitra Muni came and the story took a different turn. And in Ayodhya Kand we saw Mandhara came and the whole story took a different turn. Now you see Shurpanakha come, then what happened? Shurpanakha, the sister of Ravana. See, Nakha means nail. Shurpa means sieve. I don't know, you are all familiar with sieve. You know, in villages, they have a sieve to separate stone and rice, paddy. And that is big. Now, whose nakam itself is like surpa, means what? Like a sieve. Now you can imagine the body, whose nails are like sieve, so big. She is introduced by her own name, actually. She was famous by herself. Her heart wicked, terrible like a snake, lusty, passionate person. And when she went to Panchavadi roaming about, and suddenly she saw Ram and Lakshman, most handsome person. And when she saw, immediately her mind was filled with sensual desire and disguise. And then what happened? She knew that with her form, nobody will accept her. She took a beautiful angelic form. Disguising as a beautiful lady, she approached Ramchandraji. And no formality, nothing. No shy, nothing. No shyness or anything. She just went and said, तुम सम पुरुष न मो सम नारी यह संजोग विधि रचा बिचारी. There is no man like you and no lady like me. तुम सम पुरुष न मो सम नारी. We are made for each other. What she said is true. No handsome person like Ramchandraji and no shameless person like Shurpanekha. Bhagavan understood what type of a woman she is. Actually, she is ugly and old. She was married and her husband was killed by Ravana only. She said, I have been roaming about in this world. I never found a match for myself. That is why I remained unmarried so far. All like, now that I see you, you stand some chance. So much of arrogance, you see. This character is a peculiar character. Immediately, Ram, Lakshman, Sita understood what kind of person she is. Bhagavan said, look, I am married and my wife is already with me here. But my younger brother is here. His wife is not with him. So, you can ask him. So she looked at Lakshmana, that is also okay. So immediately she went to Lakshmana. Tu nahi aur sahi. You are not there, someone else, that is also fine. And Lakshmana said, I myself is a servant of my master. If you marry me, you will be a servant of a servant. There is no sukham or servant's life. It is like expecting honor for a beggar. Greedy person wants fame in the society. Extremely arrogant person, all purusharthas. I don't think you are that kind of a person who would like to be a slave. You are free, licentious person. She said, you are right. I already told you my situation. Then again, she said, she was rejected by Lakshmana. She went again to Ramchandraji. Ramchandra said, I already told you my situation. Then again she went to Lakshmana. Then Lakshmana also said no. Like this 2-3 times back and forth she went. She got angry now. Suddenly she got so wild. She thought that this Sitaji is here. That is a problem. Otherwise they would have accepted me. That is why the problem. Suddenly she appeared in her real terrific form. She wanted to attack Sitaji and eat her up. Then Bhagavan Rama only just indicated to Lakshmana, and Lakshmana swiftly cut her nose and ears with a sword. And blood was coming from both nose and ears, and she ran screaming, shouting, cursing to her brothers. And her brothers were there, Khara, Dushana, Trishira. Bhayangara Rakshasas were there with 14,000 Rakshasas camping there. This place is called Janasthana. So this Ravana, place to place, kept his army like a checkpost so that people cannot reach Lanka that easily. This place is called Janasthanam. So when she went there, Kharadushan asked, what happened to you? How can anybody dare disfigure you? Because you yourself are so terrible. You eat people. And then she started accusing them. What kind of brothers you are? You cannot take care of me. Only 2 Rajkumaras are there, human beings are there. And one of them did this to me. How? Kharadushana, Trishara. They got angry. How dare this human being, insignificant fellows compared to Rakshasas. They said, how dare they do this to us? Then he came with, all the 3 came with 14,000 armies. They came to Rama. Bhagavan Ramji also knew that this Shurpanekha episode is not over. It is only the beginning. Ramchandraji said to Lakshmana, take Sitaji to a safe place and stand guard. And when the Rakshasas come, I will take care of them. And the Rakshasas came, and all the Rakshasas, when they saw Bhagavan Ramchandraji, so handsome and divine beauty, and immediately they stopped there. And Karadushan said, we have seen so many men, that also Devatas, Kinnaras, Yakshas, etc. So many handsome people we have seen, but such beauty we never seen so far. Even though you have disfigured our sister, we don't have any heart to shoot any arrow at you. Looking at Bhagavan, see. That is called Sundarada. Sundarada is that looking at that person, all your negativity disappears. You feel, you start feeling noble thoughts. Even though you have done something to our sister, that we will forgive you. Do one thing, just give that Sitaji to us, and then you can go back. We will not do any harm to you. This is the Sandhi. And this message was sent through a minister. A minister came and delivered the message to Ramchandraji. Bhagavan said, don't give cowardly talk now. You have come as enemy to fight in the battlefield. If you are afraid, go back. It's an open challenge. Then these Rakshasas won't keep quiet. A fierce battle took place between Karadushana's army and Bhagavan Ramchandraji. Look, 14,000 Rakshasas against one Rama. The war was going on. And Bhagavan suddenly used Mohanastra. And what happened? Each Rakshasa thought the other one is Rama. So they start killing each other. Saying, no, then while killing each other, what happened? Each one was saying Ram and then killing the other. That person also saying Ram and killing each other. So they called them, seeing Rama, they all killed themselves. How lucky they were. Bhagavan is compassionate. Even such Rakshasas also gained Vaikuntha. Antakalecha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Bhagavan said that. So they remembered Bhagavan and uttered his name and gave up their life. So naturally Bhagavan gave them Vaikuntha. If you hate that sugar and eat it, it will still be sweet only. And even if you chant it with hatredness, it will be sweet only. Bhagavan's name is such. In a few minutes, all asuras fallen down dead. When there is war, the devatas immediately gather in the sky. And when they saw Rama has won, they shower some flowers and go. Now Kara, Dushana, Trishira, both of them are powerful people like Ravana. And each one of them faced Ramchandraji, and one by one Bhagavan killed them. Kara, Dushana and Trishira's killing is not the... Bhagavan knew that. Kara, Dushana and Trishira's killing is not the end. Bhagavan knew that they are not the boss. Someone else is the boss. So Bhagavan, by killing Karadushan, threw a challenge at Ravana. And cutting this Sarpanaga's nose and ears also a challenge. Because she herself introduced, I am Ravana's sister. So this Shurpanakha, when she saw, and this was watched by Shurpanakha, she came to witness this. She had an aerial view, it's happening. And when she saw all her brothers along with 14,000 soldiers gone, finished, in no time. Then furiously she went to Lanka and talked to Ravana. And in the Rajasabha, Ravana's Sabha, she screamed. She said, in front of all assembled in the Ravana's court, she said, you are not alert and vigilant at all. You are not worried and concerned about safety and security of Rakshasas of your country. You are sitting here drinking wine and sleeping day and night, enjoying pleasures. You think that nobody can touch you? Don't you know the clouds of danger hanging over your head? Now she is advising. If there is no Rajaniti, proper governance, then the kingdom will perish. It is true. If dharma is not there through unrighteous way, if one earns money, won't stay with him. Even good deeds are there, and if they are not dedicated to Bhagavan Hari, those karmas have no value. Who is talking? Surpanega. What she says are wonderful things. But they will talk very nicely, but they will never follow what they say. Someone is very literate and educated, by common sense is not there. All these are mere labor only. And Ravana, you understand, if there is spiritual seeker, if there is a spiritual seeker remains in the company of very sensuous people, he will get destroyed. Or a king doesn't have a good minister to advise him, he will also perish. Arrogance will destroy your knowledge. And too much of drinking, then sense of modesty goes away. A few things you should never underestimate them. One is Ripu, enemy, disease, fire, sin and snake. Oh Ravana, do you understand what I am saying? She gave a big speech. Ravana said, calm down first and tell me what happened. Suddenly you start giving advice me. I don't like anyone advising me. I don't need anybody's advice. Surpanaka said, now you are asking me. You should have known yourself. Anyway, I'll tell you. She said, now the whole story she changes, okay. I went to Panchavadi for sightseeing, and I saw two Rajkumaras. Then I saw a beautiful woman. She understands Ravana's weakness. You have many, many women. Then you have Devakanyas, Asurakanyas, Nagakanyas, all those beautiful Kanyas are there, women are there. But they are nothing compared to her, Sitaji. But then, what happened? I wanted to bring her to you as a gift. But then what happened? That brother, when he came to know, I want to take her, he cut off my ear and nose. Then I went to Karadushan. But they were also killed in no time, along with 14,000 Rakshasas. All are gone. Ravana heard, okay, calm down. Now I will find out what I can do. Then he went, so after Doha 22, Suranara Asuranara. Suranara Asuranaga Kadamahi. No, okay. Suranara Asuranaga Kagamahi More Anujara Kahakunahi Karadushana Mohi Samabalavanta Dinahiko Marahu Binu Bhagavanta. Now, this is the thought of Ravana. It's very interesting. Now, this thought is only, you can see in Tulsi Ramayana. His thoughts are given here. Who is there in this world who is not under my rule? Devatas, human beings, asuras, nagas, gandharvas, birds, everyone who can dare challenge me. And Karadushanas are equal to me in strength. Who can kill them other than Bhagavan himself? So he knew. Is it that Lord taken avatar here? If he has taken avatar, then I am not going to surrender to him, but he will be my enemy. And if he is Bhagavan, sure I will die at his hand. Then I will cross over the ocean of samsara. Look at this. But I cannot go and surrender to him. I will be his enemy. Vairabhav. This is called Vairabhakti. Now, if you come to know Bhagavan has taken avatar, what should be the thinking? I am so lucky the Lord is here. Let me see him and fulfill my purpose of my eyes. But Ravana says, worship, surrender is not possible in this tamasa deha. No sattvic quality. Even though he thought that he is mighty and all that, but he cannot do bhajan, cannot do bhakti. Now this is my resolve, that he is my enemy. Suppose if he is only a human being, then I will finish him. Or I will kidnap his wife. Then there will be battle and I will win the battle. Thinking, no worship, only worship. But he still had a doubt. Really he is God or man? Thinking like this, he went alone to Maricha. He is a Mayavi, he is expert in assuming different forms. So he sat on his Pushpa Viman and went alone to see Maricha, who was living near Nasik. It is wetland. I told you that Maricha was thrown away to Bombay. So Bombay is near Nasik only. And in Valmiki Ramayana, if you read the route they took from Maricha's ashram to Panchavadi, it explains same thing. It's Bombay to Nasik. Ravana is planning. Now, you see, when two parties are fighting each other, both will be planning. Therefore, Bhagavan Ramchandraji was also planning. Ramchandraji knew what Ravana is planning. Therefore, Rama called Sitaji. When Lakshmana was not there, he said, I tell you something secretly. This is there. Sunahu Priyavrata Ruchira Sushila. Sunahu Priyavrata Ruchira Sushila. Make Kachu Karibi Lalita Naralila. Not there, huh? Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay. So he said, listen, I tell you something secretly. My dear Sita, listen. I want to do some Naralila. Bhagavan knew that Ravana is going to kidnap Sitaji. But Sitaji is such a Pativrata Stri. She cannot be touched by Ravana. Just like that. So you do one thing. Your original form you hand over to Agni Devata and assume a Maya form exactly like yours. In one of the Ramayana it is said the Sattvic type of Sitaji was in the heart of Ramchandraji and therefore no separation. Rajasic form was in the fire tamasic form she assumed exactly like the original Sita ji. No one could distinguish. Even Lakshmana did not know. This was known only to Ram and Sita ji only. Even when we watch this episode of Ramayana in the movie, we become emotional. Then what to talk about the acting of Sita ji and Ramchandra ji? Lakshmana came and he did not know he is looking at Maya Sita. If Ravana is playing his trick, Bhagavan is higher than him. Now let us go back to Ravana. He went to Uncle Maricha, anxious, worried. Maricha immediately received him with honor and respect. Maharaj, you look worried. What happened? He told what all things happened. Then he said, I want you to help me. I want to kidnap Sita. But as long as that Rama and Lakshman are there, I cannot do. Therefore, you appear there as a golden deer, most charming and fascinating, so that Sita will want to have that deer. Then you take that Rama far, far away. I know you may die. You scream in the voice of Rama, and Sita get worried and asks Lakshman to go. This is the plan of Ravana. Marija said, enmity with whom? Ram? He was shivering like a leaf. When an ordinary arrow he shot at me, 800 miles away I have fallen here. How I have taken sannyas? He is God, and enmity with him is not going to help you. Please go back. Give up this thought. Ravana said, what? What is happening to people? Everyone trying to teach me. He took out his Chandrahas to strike. Then Marija started thinking. You have this much, this one? Tapa Marija Hridaya Anumana? No. I think we'll have to add that now. Okay. It is said, you should not have enmity towards these 9 people. This is Maricha's thinking. One is Shastri, someone holding a gun or a weapon. 42nd Street, subway you are going, walking, somebody with a gun at the back. Don't argue with him. Give whatever he asks and carry some money just for that purpose. Don't show him the credit card. I heard in India, no more cash. Even for beggars, they will ask for card, I think. Number 2, Marmi, the one who knows your secret. Don't argue. Prabhu, strong, influential person. 4th one, Shata, foolish person. Usually, a foolish person, there is no point arguing. Then 5th one, Dhani, very rich person. Then Vaidya, doctor. Why should I take this medicine and all that? Don't ask that kind of question. Bandi, bards who sings glories of the king. Nowadays, journalist. Kavi, poets. Then the 9th one is very important. Bhanas. Bhanas means cook. Because you don't know what he is going to do with your food. Here Ravana was with weapon. So Marija was thinking, if I don't obey him, he will kill me. If I obey him, Rama will kill me. Now which is better? better to die in the hands of Rama than dying in the hands of this Dushta Purusha. I won't even get Gati. If I die in the hands of Bhagavan, I will get moksha. By this time, he has become a devotee of Rama. So he started imagining this. Ravana has given me a good opportunity. I will go there as deer. He will chase me. I stop and look at him, and I can see him in person in front of me. Then he will shoot arrow, looking at him and chanting his name. I will die. This is the great death. Maharaj, thinking like this, he looked at Ravana and said, okay, I will accept. Now you see, Ravana has plan, Ramchandraji has his own plan, and Maricha also have his own plan. I think this you have it. Jehi viti kapata kuranga sangha. Is that? No. Eh? Yeah.
तेहि बन निकट दसानन गयऊ, तब मारीच कपट मृग भयऊ। अति विचित्र कचुवर निन जाए, कनक देह मणि रचित बनाए। सीता परम रुचिर मृग देखा, अंग अंग सुमनोहर वेशा। सुनहु देव रघुवीर कृपाला, यही मृग कर अति सुंदर छाला। सत्य संध प्रभु बधि करिए, आनहु चर्म कहति वैदेही। तब रघुपति जानत सब कारण, उठे हर्षि सुर काजु संसारण। मृग बिलोकी कटि परिकर बांधा, करतल चाप रुचिर सरसांगा। प्रभु लक्ष्मण कहा समुझाई, फिरत विपिन निशिचर बहु भाई। सीता केरी करे रखवारी, बुद्धि विवेक बल समय विचारी। प्रभु ही बिलोकी चला मृग भाजी, छाए राम सुरासन साधि। निगम नीति शिव ध्यान न पावा, माया मृग पाछे सोचावा। कबहु निकट पुनि दूरी आई, कबहु प्रगट कबहु खाई। प्रगटत तुरत करत चल भूरी, एहि विधि प्रभु ही गयउ है दूरी। तब तकि राम कठिन सरसारा, धरनी परे घोर पुकारा।
Also. Then what happened? Maricha assumed the golden deer. Then what happened? We will see tomorrow. I forgot time. It's already past 9:30. Veeramaruti, Gambhiramaruti.
वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति, वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति। वीर मारुति अति धीर मारुति, धीर मारुति अति धीर मारुति। गीत मारुति संगीत मारुति, गीत मारुति संगीत मारुति। दूत मारुति रामदूत मारुति, दूत मारुति रामदूत मारुति। मारुति वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति वीर मारुति अति धीर मारुति वीर मारुति अति धीर मारुति गीत मारुति संगीत मारुति गीत मारुति संगीत मारुति दूत मारुति राम दूत मारुति दूत मारुति राम दूत मारुति भक्त मारुति परम भक्त मारुति भक्त मारुति परम भक्त मारुति वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति मंगल आरती सिय रघुवर की दशरथ नंदन जनक सुता की भरत लक्ष्मण रिपुसूदन की रघुवर अति प्रिय पवन तनय की मंगल आरती मंगल मातु पिता गुरुजन की सुंदर अवधपुरी सरजू की सेवक साधु सखा पुरजन की जनहित निरत सदा रघुपति की मंगल आरती मंगल नित नई राम कथा की राम नाम जन जीवन धन की मधुर मनोहर मन भावन की प्रीति सिय रघुवर चरणन की मंगल आरती मंगल आराधन साधन की समझम नियम ज्ञान निर्मल की मंगल आरती तुलसीदास की राम हृदय अति कोमल जिद की मंगल आरती मंगल आरती
Tomorrow we'll start at 7:30 a.m. with Sri Ram Puja again, and then Swamiji Bhiksha and breakfast will be available tomorrow for anyone who can come. There'll also be lunch Bhiksha for Swamiji at 12:30, and then in the evening we'll do the 2 discourse sessions, just like today, the 5:45 will be the start of the first one, and then there'll be a dinner prasadam, and then 8 p.m. for the second session. That's the plan. Just remember, on Tuesday we have a special event at 4 p.m. the Taraka Homa. That will be Tuesday at 4 p.m.